Hi guys, Bran here, and welcome to another commentary video. Today I'm going to be telling you about the perk that I think most accurately and efficiently counters Dead Hard and other exhaustion perks in general, and it's not going to be the one you think, so stick around and let's talk about it. You know what I'm about to say. Before we get started, if you like the video, there is a way to like that, so you should probably do that. And if you want to stick around for more of my daily uploads, make sure you actually subscribe so they show up on your homepage. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started. So what perk do I think most efficiently counters perks like Dead Hard, Sprint Burst, and other exhaustion perks that are typically extremely meta and really serve as a way for survivors to win the game with little to no effort? Before I even get fully into that, yes, I understand that there are perks like Adrenaline, Head On, that function in very special ways that are technically exhaustion perks. We are not talking about those. We're talking about the speed-based ones, any of these that can cause you to whiff an attack because you are literally like in an efficient chase, the survivor screws up, but because they had an exhaustion perk, they're now extending the chase by a lot. Now, when I brought this topic up, a lot of you probably went to a specific, a very specific perk, that being Fearmonger. You guys, formerly known as Mindbreaker. You probably think Fearmonger is what I'm talking about. And in a sense, yes, especially that weird, really annoying strat, which is to run Sprint Burst and just greed gens and use your Sprint Burst to get so far away and into a safe tile that it's so often for killers, it's hard to, like, you know, pursue that without wasting time. Now, Fearmonger is great. I do think Fearmonger is a great anti-exhaustion perk, but there's one that I think does it even better. The perk that I think does this the best, that counters exhaustion perks the best, is No Way Out. No Way Out. And I know a lot of you already are like, what? Hello? This perk does not apply exhaustion to the survivors. It has nothing to do with exhaustion perks. Oh, but it does. It does, friend. Last week I made a video covering why is Dead Hard actually good, and in that I cover the fact that Dead Hard is not powerful in the sense that it causes you to whiff and attack as killer, but the extended chase time really adds up in time, and Dead by Daylight is gen time. The longer things go on, that's more seconds that survivors have on generators. So if you're in a chase and your chase was supposed to end 10 seconds ago, but because you Dead Harded it and made it to a window, made it to a pallet, and now the chase has gone on for 10 more seconds, now you have bought that time on gens. You have bought that time on gens. And when multiple people in a match, I did a poll on my YouTube asking how often do you see Dead Hard? And most people put 3 or 4 players a team. 3 or 4 players a team. That was the most common result. 3 or 4 players a team. Even the next runner-up, which was only 2 people bringing it into the game, is still at a very high 19% of people that turned out for this poll out of 314 people. So literally this, most scenarios in this game, you are losing 30 to 40 seconds of time on average per game just because they brought a perk into the match. That is time lost that you can't get back. Time on gens that you can't get back. Except with No Way Out, you can. With No Way Out, for every person you hook, individual person you hook, you get 12 seconds of time of blocking on the exit gates at the end of the match. 12 seconds. If we were talking about last week on our video about Dead Hard saving you on average 10 seconds per chase, you get your 12 seconds back. You get all of those seconds back. Now, you don't get all of them, right? Because you can use Dead Hard every single time you're injured. So realistically, you're probably going to have characters using Dead Hard more than, once. But those first 4 Dead Hards in the match, if you're efficient and you get all 4 survivors hooked, you basically get that time back. All that time that they bought for the gens by bringing exhaustion perk and extending chases unnecessarily past when they should have, you get that time back at the end of the game. You get that time back that they stole from you by bringing a perk into the match, and now you bring a perk into the match that buys you all that time back. And unlike Dead Hard, you actually have to work for this, so it doesn't feel like a super cheap and annoying perk because you had to work for it. You had to actually not tunnel and hook 4 different people. It's a reward for not tunneling. So it's actually a very well-designed perk, and it helps counter some of the strongest perks in the game. That being exhaustion perks. So they go to the exit gates at the end of the game, and they're like, haha, we brought our 4 exhaustion perks. That killer got sauced in all games, and suddenly, door blocked. Door blocked up to 48 seconds. Suddenly, all that time that they exploited from you by bringing a perk into the game is suddenly turned back against them, and now they have to play with you. Now they have to play with you. All that time that they bought for themselves, you now have for yourself. So I think that's why you're seeing it a lot with a lot of people that are killer mains running No Way Out now. You're probably seeing a lot more and more and more. It's because I think people, whether they understand, they understand up here what's exactly happening or not, I think they're realizing that they're buying that time back. Because most people, like, No Way Out is technically an endgame perk, quote unquote, and you're seeing killers that like almost never run endgame perks suddenly running No Way Out and No Way Out on its own. And I believe that reason is because they, whether they understand it in their brain or not, the reason that it's good is because it's buying them time back that they lost to exhaustion perks. And that is crucial. That is great. So yeah, do you agree that No Way Out is a good counter for exhaustion perks, or do you think that this is kind of like a stretch to connect these two things? Let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, I don't have anything else for you, friendo. I hope I see you in the next video, and if I don't, I'll see you when I see you, friends. Goodbye.